we met the most amazing, wonderful, beautiful Amy Shark. She had a pre-album launch listening party in Sydney. Her album's launching this Friday, which will be the day that we release this podcast.
It's called Soft Pop.
She purposely had
Yeah.
no drums at all in any of the songs on her album. And as a drummer, how does that make you feel? I kept saying to Kate,
When
just
there's
be cool, babe.
all this
Be cool.
anxiety in my head. And then I knew what I wanted to ask her. And then as soon as I walked towards her, my mind just shut down. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a while since we did a podcast.
It's been 9 weeks.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Over 2 months. We have been incredibly busy with individual and joint ventures. For example.
I've just been fucking working a shit ton, really.
Yeah, Lauren's job's been hectic and I've had gigs every weekend. So again, been hectic, and I've been tiling our laundry too.
I know you're almost finished, which is so exciting.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, and I feel like every creative person, groups of people, whatever, have like a lull and just can't continue for whatever reason. And I think that's okay.
It's like you get
like
really
writer's block.
creatively spent.
Yeah.
And then you just need to recover. And sometimes that's for years.
Yeah. Thankfully, it's only been 9 weeks for us.
Yeah. But we're back. And, well, we're back for this episode at least. We'll see how hectic our life continues to be.
But I think that's part of like our ethos, which of the Offstage Life podcast, is that, you know, the offstage life isn't what you always see.
Yeah, true.
You know, like life's hard, life's beautiful, life's amazing, but it's not linear and it's never going to always stick to plan. And I think, well, I know most of the time that's for a reason.
Yeah, definitely. And at least we can come back feeling refreshed.
Yeah.
Because the last thing that any of us want to do with any of our creative ventures is to make it a chore and make it something that we're constantly trying to beat the living out of. And then it's like what you're producing isn't very good.
And it's crap. And who wants to listen to shit? And especially just hearing us ramble about crap we don't even want to talk about.
That's right. So the moral is quality over quantity.
Yes. So that leads us into today's podcast, which is we met the most amazing, wonderful, beautiful Amy Shark over the weekend.
Very cool.
It was really cool. She had a pre-album launch listening party in Sydney at the Entertainment Quarter at Trackdown Studios, I believe it was.
Yeah, that's where it was.
Her album's launching this Friday, which will be the day that we release this podcast.
It's called Soft Pop.
Yeah.
And it's great. There's loads of bangers on that album. Really enjoyed listening to it.
Yeah. And I think, you know, that was part of the inspiration of us feeling refreshed to come back and do this podcast. In the pre-listening album launch party, she was there in person, which at first we weren't sure if she was actually going to be there, but she was. And she was talking about how she went through quite a big lull in her creative process and her writing. And it took her, I don't know if she said how long it was, but I think it was quite a few years.
Yeah, I don't know if it was years, but definitely an extended period of time of just even questioning, can I write songs anymore?
Yeah. And she obviously then did. And I think she said she wrote her whole album within a week.
No, 30 days.
Oh, was it 30 days?
Yeah. So
okay.
She went away for 30 days and wrote all of the 10 tracks plus more. You always write more. But the 10 tracks that made it to the album.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I remember that she was saying that she needed that space away where it was just her.
Mm-hmm.
And to get back into the discipline of having like a songwriting routine so that she could be in the space to write those songs without the day-to-day life of,
Mm.
you're chilling with your husband, or you've got other TV commitments that she might have had to do,
Yeah, because she was on Idol, Australian Idol as a
Yeah.
judge.
Yeah, so it must have been after that, booked that time away for a month to write
Mhm.
the album, and she'd also booked the studio time in England. So, like, there was a deadline there. Like, you have to write the album. She said she wanted to go to the studio with material, not just write it all, co-write it all at the studio. So it was cool, really
Yeah.
interesting to hear that process.
As a fellow songwriter yourself,
Yeah, a little bit rusty on that one.
yeah, I wanted to talk just briefly about, when I first met you, you wrote all the time.
Yeah,
You've written and produced your own songs,
yeah.
but you haven't written in years. So I think, did you relate a lot to what she was talking about?
Yeah, definitely. So for me, when it comes to songwriting, I need no one else around, like 100%.
See you, babe.
I
Bye, Bodie.
have to be in a space where, like, it's just me and a guitar, and it doesn't matter what time of day that the inspiration hits. I can go pick that guitar up and sing as loudly as I need to, play the guitar as loudly as I need
Mhm.
to get those songs out. And when you have, work and housework to do and things like that, and you want to live your nice life with your partner, it's really hard to find space to do that.
Mm.
I don't have like a separate studio away from home where I can go for a few hours and do that either.
You've got our podcast studio you could lock
Yeah,
yourself up into.
true. There's always options and there's
Mhm.
always excuses. However,
Mhm.
for me, definitely related to the being alone to write and
Yeah.
create. And then, end of the day, she would, send the songs to her husband, say, "What do you think?" Because he's the manager as well. So yeah, it was very relatable for me.
Yeah. Um, wasn't relatable for me because I'm not a singer-songwriter at all.
How
No
about
musical talent.
how about in another way? Was it relatable in a different way for you as a non-songwriter?
How it was relatable was as the partner of a musician.
Okay.
So I've seen what you go through
Yeah.
and your creative process, and
Mhm.
obviously what we just spoke about in regards to the podcast, and feeling stagnant and stuck and not being able to get back into it
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
So that end I did. But I think for me, it was just really, I really love seeing Australian artists make
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Like, there's this thing that says, like, yes, they're Aussie, yes, go on, like, type of thing.
100%.
And it just makes me so excited. Like,
Mm.
Amy Shark, G Flip is just absolutely gone off the, like, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but like, they've just absolutely blown up internationally.
Yeah.
And like, these people don't know us from a bar, so don't really care either, which is fine. But
Yeah.
as a fellow Aussie,
Yeah,
I
there's like
love
a
it.
kind of, what's the word? With
Camaraderie,
I was gonna say
patriotic thing.
patriotic kind of aspect to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was really cool. I just love seeing fellow Aussies just make it. And I think Amy Shark's our age. We worked
Yeah.
out
Yeah.
literally, I
Or
think
in
my
between
age
our
or
age
something
or
like that.
something, yeah. So early 40s.
And I think that also gave me hope, thinking about it actually, that at any age,
Yeah.
you can just do whatever the hell you want. I think she even said that. She was just like, if you can take away one bit of anything from this, is
Yeah.
that you can do anything you put your mind to. She was talking about if she can write all those songs,
Yeah.
like, you can do anything.
Yeah, 100%. And I feel like we recently have made a lot of bigger life decisions, and we're like, "You know what? We
Mm,
need to just start living our realness." And it's so true. You hear
it's
older
so true.
people say, the older people get, like, you might see like a full on granny in the 80s, 90s. They don't give a crap what
Nah.
people think about them. Like, they'll tell you exactly how it is. They don't care what they look like, what they say. And I feel that energy
Oh, I
creeping into my
love
body.
it.
Like,
I love it.
like now I'm in that decade of the 40s. I'm like, you know what?
Hmm.
Just be authentic, own who you are,
Yeah.
accept who you
And
are.
don't be apologetic for it.
Yeah.
at all.
For me, it was always quite cultural growing up in
Yeah.
England to be really hyper vigilant of the keeping up appearances and what people thought of me. But then I never really knew who I was.
Hmm.
So even moving here to Australia and living here for 6 years now has been
It's been life-changing for
really
you.
life changing. And it's like, oh, hi, Kate. You were under there
Welcome to
all
the
along.
existence.
Yeah, 100%. So definitely encourage everyone listening to do the same. Just live your realness.
Yeah. So thanks, Amy. You've sparked this renewal in both of us, which is
Mm,
cool. I want to talk about the actual album
yes.
now. So, as we mentioned briefly, it's being released on Friday, the 24th of July.
Yeah.
Um, now, I think you said there's 10 songs.
I'm pretty sure there
I
were
think
10
there's about 10
tracks.
songs.
We need to fact check that.
Yes, but I'm pretty sure there is. The two biggest things that you mentioned, and Amy Shark actually mentioned herself,
Mm,
with one of them, was that she purposely had
yeah.
no drums at all in any of the songs on her album. And as a drummer, how does that make you feel?
I mean, so for me, I'm like, great, this is a whole album that is basically like a backing track that I can
Oh,
play along
yes.
to, and there's no drums, so
Yeah.
I can
You
like
can make it your own.
make my own drum parts up to it just for fun, just have a practice. So thanks, Amy, for that. Appreciate that. But also, she was saying that she wanted to come back and have her record sound different. So, it's almost like, oh, who's this? Like, it
Hmm.
sounds like Amy Shark. Is it Amy Shark? There's no drums, which is cool. It's smart. Keeps everyone on their toes. I I could hear that album with full on drums, and in my head it would sound absolutely awesome. But I also love the vibe of it not having that,
Hmm.
because it means you can either play it as it is, just with like a four on the floor kind of beat in the background, or you can hire a band. Like, gives her
You can
lots of
do either.
options. Yeah, she can do low key, vibey stuff,
Well, she actually
festival shows with a
performed
band.
two or three songs
Yeah,
herself
yeah.
acoustically, just with her and a guitar. And there were songs from the album. And
Hmm.
the first one she did was The Biggest Stick, which is released already.
Yeah, great
Um,
single.
you love
Like,
that
I
song.
literally have the chorus in my head right now.
Yeah.
I went to Bunnings earlier and I'm like,
Go on, babe, sing it.
yeah, I was like full
We're the
humming it.
biggest stick. I'm not going to sing it because I can't sing. But yeah, she was amazing. And it sounded great just with the guitar.
Yeah, 100%. It's the rhythms, the melodies, how they all syncopate together. It's great.
So, do you think that it is, from a musician's point of view, quite smart to have that be the same throughout the whole album? Not just like, I know she did it on purpose because she wanted a different sound,
Yeah.
but it's also quite smart.
Yeah, I mean, it makes it cohesive throughout the whole album. I think at the end of the day, it's whatever the artist
Yeah.
wants. If that's the vibe you're going for, then yeah, it makes sense to carry it through the whole album.
Hmm.
But then you could surprise people by having a full on, like, every instrument under the sun
Yeah.
track right at the end, but then it wouldn't fit. So yeah.
Yeah. I think I really enjoyed, I said to you while we were listening to it, that
Yeah.
all the songs had this real vibe of like the early
Yeah.
2000s, like Dawson's Creek backing track vibe.
Like
I like,
lots of songs that could be a soundtrack,
yeah, but like the early 2000s vibe, like when we were teenagers.
which is great
It
because
was
they won't be picked up for
awesome.
syncing. That's awesome.
It was really cool. And there was a couple of the songs where you were saying about, um, oh, what was the song where you were like about Oasis?
Yeah, that
And who
song,
else was there?
Ruins.
Yeah. So with the Ruin song, was it that Oasis
It
we
was more
could
the
blend a,
guitar rhythm, and I was like, oh, that would sound really cool if just for fun live you're like playing your song,
oh, with
and
Wonderwall.
then
It
you
was
just like went
Wonderwall.
into Wonderwall for a bit, and then like back into your
Yeah.
song. It's just would just be fun, but
Yeah.
also maybe off brand.
The other thing you mentioned is that, because obviously I'm not a musician, so I'm like looking at Kate straight away, and I was just like, this song sounds the same, this song sounds the same. Obviously, it's different.
Yeah.
But you said then it's because the guitar tuning?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Amy was saying that she was rehearsing one of her older songs that was in a particular guitar tuning, and she'd picked
That's
that guitar up
right.
when she started writing the songs, and she was like, "Oh yeah, that sounds great. I just need to use the capo and put it on different frets
Mhm.
and use that as the bass for a lot of the songs." So
Yeah.
I would say that most of the songs would be in that tuning.
Yeah.
But again, we need to fact check that.
Yeah, we do. I was saying that I think it's quite smart, again, from my perspective as a listener,
Yeah.
that all the songs sounded so similar, but you get to learn that style and that sound. So even if you don't know track 9 on the album, or you don't know track 4, but you only know track 1 or 2, whatever,
Mm.
when you hear it on the radio, you're going to know straight away.
Sounds familiar.
Sounds familiar. That's
Yeah.
Amy Sharp. And then you're like, oh, I like that song because you liked the other one as well. So you're going to download that and keep listening to that as well.
Some great choruses there.
Amazing, amazing, catchy
Yeah.
choruses.
There's one
And
about cinema that you liked,
the
wasn't there?
movies.
Movies?
Yeah, that was just a really cool vibe.
Yeah.
Like, really cool.
Yeah, I reckon that was probably your favorite track.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Another question as well for you is that
Yes.
why do you think artists sometimes deliberately limit their palette? So in the sense of we know why Amy didn't put drums in it,
Yeah.
but I guess you could even spread that out if you zoom out a bit into different genres.
Yeah.
Do you think it's because they want to stick within a genre, or
I think it can be lots of different reasons. So it might be a genre thing, but it might also just be that you're trying to creatively push yourself
yeah?
to do something a bit fresh, a bit different.
Have you ever done that?
I don't think I've probably written enough songs to do that.
Not even with songwriting, though, in any sense of musicianship.
I guess learning different styles of drumming, for example, and then trying to bring those in. So, there was probably early 2000s, there was a bit of a trend of putting drum and bass drumming into indie tracks. So, I'm thinking of bands like Block Party,
Mm-hmm.
classic kind of indie rock band, but the drummer would play more like drum and bass style beats, which worked really good, or the Mars Volta, like the early albums would have more of that kind of drum and bassy, fast
Mm-hmm.
kind of drumming style, which actually originates from funk drumming, believe it
Mm-hmm.
or not.
That's
So a lot
cool.
of the early James Brown funk drummers,
Yeah.
record producers would take those records, speed them up, and they would become like the Amen breakbeat kind of drum and bass beat, which is quite, if you're a music nerd, it's quite
Yeah.
interesting. That's how they make drum and bass
That's
beats
cool.
originally, sampling those records.
I also think you could even relate it to the band that you're in with the Frogs.
Yeah.
When you go to see you guys play,
Yeah.
you know it's you guys.
Okay.
Why is that? Because you guys rock up basically every song you guys do.
And I guess,
True?
yeah, I guess I'm just thinking of when you hear Jimi Hendrix on guitar, you know it's Jimi Hendrix or Slash. Like there are certain musicians out there, as soon as you hear them play,
Yeah.
if you're a musician, you know it's them.
Or when Jason Derulo at the beginning of every song goes, Jason Derulo!
Exactly. You know it's him. You can recognize Sia's voice. You can recognize Tone and I's voice. Amy's voice. They're all very distinct. And I guess it's just important to make that sound. So you know it's the Frogs because individually,
Mm-hmm.
you know what we all sound like. So when it comes together, it is somewhat of an original sound, I guess.
Yeah. And I guess she was saying this is her 4th album.
Yeah.
And I can imagine as an artist, you get freaking bored doing the same shit over and over and over again because it would almost become what's the point? This is just rinse and repeat.
And it might work commercially because people like that
But
original album. They want to
internally,
hear it over and over again, but it's not satisfying as an artist.
you know what that's like.
Yeah.
It's just, it would get to that point where it's
Yeah.
just like, I just can't be bothered anymore.
Imagine Nirvana playing Smells Like Teen Spirit
Over and
on
over again?
repeat. Like,
No.
no. I think they hardly ever played it anyway because they just were over that song, you know?
Yeah. So yeah, the album, it's just really, really cool.
Yeah.
I've been always a fan of Amy Shark's, but I've not been like a super, super, super fan.
I think you introduced me to her music.
I did, but I've not been like if you say to me, who's your favorite Australian artist, I'm going to say Keith Urban, and I'm like a psycho fan for him. But with Amy, it's just always been like, she's awesome, she's Aussie, she's talented, but
Definitely a lot of respect there.
I've definitely turned into a fan after the weekend. Speaking of which, Kate got to meet
Yeah, it was very cool.
Amy Shark, which was really cool. But I wanted to talk a little bit about how you felt leading up to that moment.
Okay.
So talk us through what you were thinking and feeling as a fellow musician. And I know Kate's going to say, but she's like this famous artist and I'm just this, whatever, your peers.
Yeah.
So I want to know how you felt.
I think it was a very conflicted feeling, if I'm honest, because I wanted to meet her and say hi and make that connection, but it also felt so cliche and cheesy.
It did.
But that was the situation. She was doing meet and greets, so there was no need to feel like that. But I guess as a musician, it's just felt really cringy to be like, hi, I really loved the album. Thanks for sharing it.
So it was like a conflicting, like, I'm excited to meet you, but I'm also like a bit like icked out because I'm like, oh, but I'm also a musician. And
I was wanting to like not come across as a complete geek, like just be
just cool. I kept saying to Kate,
when
just
like,
be cool, babe.
This
be
anxiety.
cool.
And then I like knew what I wanted to ask her. As soon as I like walked towards her, my mind just shut down.
We'll get to that point in a minute. So why do you think that musicians still get nervous meeting other musicians? Because it's not just a you thing. It would be, even Amy would get nervous meeting someone that she really...
And that's what it is. It's someone that you really respect, someone that you admire, someone that you know has integrity and fortitude within the industry, and you look up to them. And then even though they're just a person, as we've discussed on the podcast before, they're still there.
Yeah.
And you don't know each other and you want to make a good impression, and you have like a minute to do that. I think I spoke to her for a minute and 11 seconds.
Yeah, it was, because I videoed the whole thing.
Lauren filmed it.
Okay, so now I want you to talk us through actually meeting her, because from where I was standing...
We'll have to put some clips up.
I will. I'll put the clips up. Where I was standing, she just looks so genuine. Like, she looks like...
very down to earth.
Just really down to earth, and like you just see her in Coles.
Very cool.
Yeah, she's so cool. But talk us through what you guys spoke about and how it was.
So I brought along a record that I had recorded and pressed up on 7-inch vinyl. She was sharing her music with us, and I just wanted to share something that I created in the past, about 10 years ago, actually, that record was released. So I had that in my hand. We did an awkward handshake, sat down, and from memory, I think like she was looking at this record and wondering what it was. So I was like, can I give you this? And we just started talking about the record. She's like, wow, this is proper. This is like the real deal. I just explained who I was, who Lauren was, and what the record was. And
then you also talked about like what you really liked with her album.
Definitely, yeah. So I mentioned a couple of the tracks that I liked, and then it was over. It only lasted a minute. We'll have to put the video up and see what I actually said.
I'll insert a video briefly of the interaction just after this. Hi. Awesome.
There's definitely some imposter syndrome going on.
Like what?
Like, who am I to be talking to this person about my pretty much unreleased record? But I think it's a good point to bring up, because even if you were Amy Shark and you're talking to someone
true.
that she maybe is friends with or it inspires her, a big pop artist, Taylor Swift, Ed Sheeran, who knows? Maybe she would feel the same. Like, are my songs on par with your songs?
That's true.
So I think it's definitely something that we all feel.
Yeah, like just thinking about it then.
Yeah.
I love Stephen Bartlett,
Yeah.
The Diary of a CEO. I think he's freaking amazing. He is so inspirational. He started out in his kitchen, I think it was, on his kitchen table, writing a tweet a day when it used to be called Twitter.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's now huge, like massive, owns like 50 companies, if not, I think more than that. And I only said to you this morning, I would love to work for someone like him. But I think if I actually ever met him or had the opportunity to be like, here, hire me because I'm amazing. Not that I know what I could do for you, but I would freak out.
Yeah, I think
and
we
have
would all
huge imposter syndrome.
We would definitely have those voices in the head. Like
Yeah.
you would definitely, whether you squash those voices down or not, they would definitely be in the back of your
Oh my
mind
God, they'd be
saying,
driving me insane.
go sit down again. You're not going to work for him. Why is he going to hire you?
I
You
know.
those voices.
Just like we thought we couldn't
Which
do
I
this
definitely had
podcast.
too in that moment. You know?
I know. Another question. Do you think that, I know we only met Amy Shark and she was obviously working.
Yeah.
And it's an element of when you're working, you're a certain person.
Yeah.
Because we all are, as you are when you're on stage and off stage. But I do feel like she's quite genuine in, even when she was talking, she was just still really down to earth.
Yeah.
After listening to the album, do you feel like you can pick that essence up in the songs?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And I think going to an event like we went to, where you hear the artists' stories behind the songs and you get
that was awesome.
it allows you to connect on a different level with the songs than if you just heard them on the radio in the car on the way to work, where you draw your own conclusions, which is another great part of songwriting. But then to hear the intended, intent behind the songs from the person who wrote them, that's really cool.
She was also saying, and I can't remember which song it is from the album, but one of them, she just wrote it. So she had no thought about it. No, there was no real intent in the moment about what the song meant. And she wrote this song, and then it wasn't until afterwards when she listened to it back, she was like, oh, that's why I wrote that. That's why I wrote that. But it was almost like
stream of consciousness.
Yeah, and this is
out.
me just saying this, not Amy. Like, it's almost like this subconscious, unconscious from a higher source coming out. Have you ever experienced that
100%,
when you songwrite?
100%. Quite often when I am focused and I'm really in the zone with songwriting, it is like a stream, like a channel. And
do you feel like you do your best work?
Yeah.
When it's like
and
that?
And it takes a while to get to that point.
Yeah.
So I would be songwriting on and off all day and I would get to that point. But then sometimes songs come out a lot quicker.
Okay.
And sometimes you need other people to bounce your ideas off to create good songs. So there's all different ways to do it and different feelings that come from it. And I'm sure that authors and lots of other people in life experience the same kind of channeling experience,
Wonder if one day we can just channel while we're doing a podcast.
Yeah.
Like, just have no pre-planned, run sheet that I have right in front of me. We haven't thought about it. We just sit down, talk shit from the stream of consciousness and see what comes out.
The stream of shit talk.
But I think that's a skill, and a skill you need to practice.
I also think that's just sounds like having a good conversation with someone.
Yeah.
Like we could meet up.
Well, we talk shit all the time.
Exactly. We could meet up for a coffee and talk and record
shit.
the whole thing, and it could be the greatest podcast ever, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, I like that idea. I guess you've got to be relaxed in the moment. And from a songwriting point of view, the person that you're conversing with is the other part of what writes the song, you know? Like,
yeah,
however you want to see that, or the song itself.
Yeah.
So you got to like establish that communication. If you haven't seen someone in real life for a while, then it might be a bit weird getting into that conversation with them. But if you're good friends and you've honed that skill to use it as an analogy, then the song should come out a bit easier because you're used to working together and speaking together.
Yeah. No, it's good.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thanks.
Well done. So I think that's it for today. Yeah, I'm done. Are you done?
I could be done, yeah. I'm quite tired from last night's gig, if I'm honest.
Okay, you had a gig last night and it was huge. Apparently, I wasn't there. I was asleep by 8:30, but
yeah, as far as club gigs go, we had probably about 350 people there, so it was pretty good.
Just to wrap this up, again, thank you so much, Amy, for allowing the public into an intimate setting. I know it obviously works for you because you get to get the listeners to listen to your album. But for us, it was just a really cool experience. We've never done, I've never done anything like that before. We love the music. We love that you're absolutely killing it.
You are a great songwriter. Please don't ever doubt that.
Yeah, don't stop. I'm hoping this has inspired my husband to songwrite again, which would be nice.
It's more made me want to practice drumming more.
Okay.
And get better.
Okay. Whatever works.
It's helping though.
Soft Pop is out Friday, 24th of July. And we actually get a free download from that event, which is awesome. And I can't wait till Friday.
That's right. It's going to be pumping on the stereo.
Yes, it is. We hope you guys enjoyed today's podcast. It's been really nice to be back. I'm not going to apologize for being away because sometimes it's just
the offstage life, baby.
It is the offstage life. And again, if you would like to watch us and also listen, we are on YouTube. We are on all streaming platforms, and we will see you next time.
Next time, whenever that is. Maybe it'll be next week.
Maybe
it'll be next month.
Maybe not. Ciao for now.
Goodbye.